Hey folks, I'm Glenn.
And I'm Nita.
And we're here in Baja California Sur, and we live on the road full-time in our RAM Promaster van, otherwise known as the Cubby van.
The Cubby van.
That's right. And this is actually the 5th time in our life that we have lived full-time on the road. So we have some pretty good experience to bring to the table and help you to learn from our mistakes and our successes as well.
And people are always saying, you're living the dream.
You're living the dream.
Living the dream. Or I'd love to do that. And I'm here to tell you, if you really want to do it, you can do it. And in this video, we'll start by telling you about our background and how we got to this point in hopes of giving you the courage to do the same.
That's right.
You can do it.
And we'll tell you why and how we got our ProMaster van. We'll tell you all about the build sequence that we used to build it out. And then in subsequent videos, we'll go into a deep dive detail about each one of the steps in that sequence.
And we're making these build out videos 2 years after the process, so we can speak with confidence about how everything is held up over the many miles.
Yep, absolutely. And as always, if you want to skip any part of the video, like this part, and jump right to the build sequence or anything else, just use the links in the chapter menu in the description below. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, so let's talk about how and where we got started.
In 2004, we bought a used Chevy Astro van. We sold our house in Pennsylvania and most of our belongings. And then we traveled to Ohio in a snowstorm to store what was left at my brother John's house. Thanks, John.
It's January 30th, 2004, and we're now ready to make our big trip across the country. And we just set the trip counter to 0. We just got gas, and we're on our way. So this is it, the beginning of a great adventure. And then we hit the road for beautiful, wonderful Port Townsend, Washington, with 2 big dogs, Brooklyn and Max, and our cat, Artie. We lived there for a few years, built a house, and in 2006,
we bought a Tab teardrop trailer. In 2008, we sold our house and hit the road again.
Destination?
Unknown.
We didn't know where we were going. And from 2008 to 2019, we did the same thing 3 more times. We bought a house, renovated it, sold our belongings. How many table saws have I had?
Too many.
Oh yeah, we sell everything every time. Then we hit the road again in the Tab.
And unlike now, we always worked on the road. We had full-time jobs.
Yes, we did.
We worked on the road. And it's not as easy as it is now. No Starlink.
No Starlink. It wasn't that easy.
In 2019, while living in Albuquerque, we came up with a plan to retire in 18 months. We'd sell everything.
Oh, almost everything. I kept my shop tools. They're in a storage unit. But I would quit my job and hit the road.
No working and no consulting. Just enjoying life.
Yep, just enjoying life. We both said it. So in 2020, we purchased a 2019 RAM Promaster van
with 1 mile on it
that I found on cars.com at Paul Brown Motors in Olean, upstate New York. So our first trip was to fly from Albuquerque to upstate New York, pick up the van. Just picked up the ProMaster. We're still in Olean, New York. It is 12:27 on June 19th, and we have gone 0.1 miles. We're good to go. This is the beginning of a great adventure. And in 4 days, we drove the 3,000 miles back to Albuquerque in a completely empty, brand new van.
Welcome to my home. This is called van life.
You know, I was a little bit upset when I picked it up though, because the odometer had, I think, 24 miles on it.
I know. Where were they going? The drive-through?
Olean's a little town. They were using
There's nothing there.
They were using our van to do errands in, but that's okay. It was still really good. So we drove it back to Albuquerque, parked it in the driveway, and we began the build-out process, which incidentally took exactly 1 year from the day that we picked it up.
In June 2021, we sold everything again.
Well, almost everything.
And then we hit the road again, full time.
And that brought us to where we are today. And now we'll talk specifically about our van and the build-out process.
And why did we choose the RAM Promaster?
Well, first of all, because it's small.
It's so cute.
We got the 1500 136 wheelbase, which I think is the smallest high-top cargo van out there. It's also front-wheel drive, which means that the deck in the cargo area is smaller than the other vans. When I say the other vans, what I'm talking about is a Transit or a Sprinter. Also really easy to maintain and repair. You can take it to almost any repair shop, unlike the Sprinter at least, which I believe requires you most of the time to go to a Mercedes dealer and buy very expensive Mercedes parts. Also, I just think it looks good. I like the look of the RAM Promaster.
And would we buy another?
Would we buy another? Yeah, well, we're already talking about possibly second van or a second build out. And I'm kind of considering the Transit simply because the one thing that I don't like about the RAM Promaster is the front wheel drive. Not front wheel drive, but the two-wheel drive specifically, because there are places that we just can't go because we don't have four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. However, there are things about the Transit I don't like. I don't like the interior. I don't like how thin it is. I don't like the way the roof over the cab area slopes. So yeah, I probably would buy a Promaster again. We really love this van a lot. So when we first got our van, we started out by experimenting with building prototypes out of rough construction materials just to figure out where the kitchen would go, where the bed would go, things like that. And we ended up utilizing some of those in the final build, and some of them weren't so successful. Of course, we got tons of information from YouTube and blogs, especially PromasterForum.com. If you have a Promaster, you probably already know about it. If you're buying one, go on the forum. It's a lot of retired engineers who love to lend you their expertise on what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right sometimes. So I got a lot of great knowledge from that, and I got a lot of great knowledge from FarOutRide.com, specifically our electrical and water schematics. Great resource, Far Out Ride. Except for the cabinet materials like the plywood, we purchased everything online, mostly from Amazon, and we'll provide links to those things in subsequent videos.
And the only exception is that we bought the foam, fabric, and trunk lining from a really great local upholstery store in Albuquerque.
Yeah. So once we got our prototyping down and we knew what we wanted to do, we came up with our build sequence, and here it is. Much of this sequence was determined by the parts I had and the time I had available at the time, because I was working 2 full-time jobs, and all of the finishing work, including the cabinetry, was done in just 18 days. Now there's a lot of information here, so I've added this sequence to the description below, which you can copy and paste if you find it at all useful. We started by installing the swivel seats and windows, went to floor insulation and rough-in, insulating the ceilings and walls, added a roof rack, etc., etc., etc. And we finished up by adding steps and an outdoor shower.
And what happened to the steps?
I hit a boulder in Colorado and ripped the steps right off of the van, so we no longer have the steps.
No.
But you know what? It gives us a lot of much needed exercise jumping in and out of the van without the steps. So we're going to leave them off for now.
I don't mind it at all.
In our next video, we'll begin at step 1, where we'll tell you why, where, and how we purchased our lower seat risers and CTA swivels, what they cost, how we installed them, and the issues we encountered in the process. After that, we'll give you all the same information regarding our window selection and installation. Until then, if you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to put them in the comments section below, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see the rest of our videos. Anything else?
That's it.
See you down the road.
See you down the road.
See you down the road.